Welcome everyone. As you're coming in from the waiting room, you are in the right place. You are at Trauma Informed Yoga for Kids with ALS Texas. We are just giving everybody a couple of minutes to get in from the waiting room and we'll get started. We are recording today's presentation. Yoga is something that you need and should do over and over again, so you'll be able to go back and do these things after today. And we're going to get lots of tips and information from Miss Ebony Smith, and I'm so excited that we're having her back again. This is not her first time supporting ALS Texas, and it's not the last either. We have other events lined up as well. So we'll get everybody in from the waiting room in a couple of minutes. And again, as with all of our groups, all of our workshops, presentations, anything we do, this is a safe place for you to share what you would like to share. It's a safe place for you to contribute to the conversation, to have your microphone off if you choose to do that, to have your video on or off if you choose to do that. You just take this opportunity to let it feed you in the way that you need along this journey, and just know that it's a safe place for that. So we welcome you and we're really glad that you're here. And I will take down this welcome slide in just a minute, so y'all will be able to see Ebony on the full screen, so don't worry. All right, I have taken down the welcome slide. For today's event, it will probably work best for you, depending upon how many people join as we go along, to have your screen set up in the active speaker view. So up at the top right where it says speaker or gallery, if you have speaker, you're going to be able to see Ebony on that screen and be able to see all the moves and stress relief that you need. But you set up your grid, your view on your screen in whatever way works best for you. I have mine set up where I can see her. I am probably going to take my video off once we start with Ebony, so that I can do some of the stuff and not look really silly up here while I'm trying to talk if needed to. But y'all do whatever feels good, and I'm going to be watching Ebony. Ebony, I am going to go ahead and turn it over to you to introduce yourself, to share what you do, how passionate you are about what you do, and especially in working with kids. And we sure are glad to see you again.
Thank you so much, Awesome One, for having me. Again, my name is Ebony Smith, aka the Ghetto Guru, and I'm the founder of Yoga in the Hood, which is an organization dedicated to making trauma-informed wellness accessible to everybody. I'm so super excited to be here with you today. If this is your first time doing yoga, no worries. You're gonna have a wonderful, awesome time. We're gonna do what feels good. And we're only going to do 12 headstands today, okay, everybody? No, I'm just kidding. No, headstands are completely optional. I'm just kidding. But we are going to start seated. So if you're at home and you have a yoga mat, that's cool. If not, it's all good. But we're going to start crisscross applesauce. And maybe you'll rock from side to side, lifting your knees up. And maybe you'll shake your arms out, shake your hands out, wiggles out. And when you're ready, you'll rest your hands on your lap, maybe palms up, so you can catch some of this awesome, amazing energy we're creating. And then I invite you just to take a moment to take a look around your surroundings and know that you are in a safe space. And when you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes. And if that doesn't feel comfortable for you, maybe you'll take your gaze down towards the floor. But you'll just take a moment just to begin to relax, whatever that means to you. Maybe you will relax the space in between your eyebrows. And then begin to unclench your jaw. Maybe even the corners of your mouth shine up towards the ceiling and put a smile on your face. Then once we're all relaxed, we'll let our shoulders melt down. Well, just take a moment just to begin to listen. Listen to all the sounds around you. And then take a moment to notice yourself breathing in and out. Notice on the inhale how your stomach fills up and your navel reaches out in front of you. And then notice on the exhale how your stomach contracts and your navel reaches for your spine. Take a moment to notice that you are alive. Ah, what a beautiful thing it is to be alive. And whatever it is you're thinking about, this is all good. This is a no judgment zone. But I invite you to take a moment to think of something that you love about yourself. So many wonderful things to love about you. And together we'll all take a deep breath. Everybody inhale and exhale. Awesome. With your eyes open or closed on the next inhale, beat your fingertips up towards the sky and wiggle your fingers. Exhale, take your hands down to the mat. So we're going to do this a few more times, moving with our breath. Inhale, lift your fingertips up, wiggle your fingers. Exhale, take them down to the mat. 3 more times just like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Moving to your own rhythm, your own pace. Last one. Great, way to be great, awesome ones. Inhale, lift your fingertips up. Exhale, twist your torso over to the left. Take your right hand to your left knee. Your left fingertips press back behind you. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, twist your torso. Look over your shoulder. A little twist. Super good for your back, also for your belly. And we'll come back to the center. Inhale, lift your fingertips up. Exhale, twist your torso over to the right. Left hand to the right knee, right fingertips press back behind you. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, twist your torso, look over your shoulder. And we'll take a deep breath right here. And then we'll bring it back to the center. We're gonna have a little fun. Bring your feet together, your knees open wide. I'm sure you all know this pose. It's called the butterfly. You can take your hands around your ankles or grab onto your feet, whatever feels comfortable. And then you're gonna take a moment to begin to flap your wings. Flap them harder. And then when you're ready, you'll find some stillness. Take your hands around your ankles. Take your elbows on the inner part of your knees and gently press down as you bring your heart forward. Look right beyond your toes, just like you're looking inside of a pond. Maybe you can see your reflection. And take a moment to tell your reflection, I love you. So many beautiful things to love about you. And together we'll take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Bring your spine to straight. Take your right peace fingers in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. Okay, you came to party. Take your right peace fingers, wrap them around your right big toe. Take your left hand, press it into the mat. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, extend your right leg out to the right side. Nailing it. Take your left hand in the air. Peace fingers. Awesome sauce. We'll bring it down to the center. Let's go to the other side. Left peace fingers in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. Take your left peace fingers, wrap them around your left big toe. Take your right hand, press it into the mat. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, extend your left leg out to the side. Nailing it. Take your left leg down to the mat. We're going for the gusto. You got this. Both peace fingers in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. Take both peace fingers, wrap them around both big toes and rock back and forth. And then maybe you'll find some balance and extend your legs out to the side. Lift your heart, lift your chin, nailing it. If you fall over, that's the fun part. Bring your feet back down to the mat. Take your hands on the outside of your knees, bring them in. Wrap your hands around your shins, that's the front part of your legs. And give yourself a hug as you rock from side to side. Tell yourself, I love you, self. Together we'll take a deep breath, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Take both knees over to the right. Take your hands out in front of you. Spread your fingertips wide, feet flat on the floor. We're gonna do some cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly to lift your chin. Exhale, tuck your chin, arch in the back. 3 more times, just like that. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin. Exhale, tuck your chin, arch in the back. Last round, you got it. Way to be great, awesome one. Here we go. Take your right hand out in front of you and your left leg back behind you. And we'll hold for balance for 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring it back down to the mat. And we'll go to the other side. Left fingertips come out in front of you, right leg back behind you. Beautiful. We'll bring it back down to the mat. Spread your knees wide. Bring your big toes together. Sink your hips towards your heels. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Bring your forehead and heart down to the mat. This is called child's pose. And we're going to breathe it out right here. Child's pose is a wonderful pose to relax in, to take a break, to reset. And together we'll take a deep breath, inhale and exhale. We'll all come back to all fours. Spread your toes wide, lift your hips off first, downward facing dog. We're gonna have a little fun. Spread your fingertips wide, press the ground away from you. Shake your head yes or no. Bend your knees, lift your hips, straighten your legs out. Maybe you'll pedal your feet out like you're riding your bike. Beautiful. When you're ready, bend your knees, look up at your hands. We'll take a jump, top of the mat, forward fold. And we'll let it all go, any stress, any worries, any fears, any doubts. And on your next inhale, we'll halfway lift back to our shins. That's just the front part of our legs. Exhale, forward fold. And when you're ready, we'll rise, lift your fingertips up. Bring your hands down to your heart. You're doing such an amazing job. We're gonna do 3 warrior poses on both sides, and then we'll finish up our practice. Here we go, awesome ones. Take your right foot out in front of you, your left foot back behind you. Press your left foot into the mat. Bend gently into your right knee. Twist your torso, your stomach towards the front. Inhale, lift your fingertips up. Warrior 1. We'll breathe it out here. 3, 2, and 1. Let's open it up. Fingertips spread wide. Warrior 2. And we'll be here. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach your right fingertips forward. Exhale, sweep them across the ceiling. Exalted warrior. You can rest your left hand on your lap, on your thigh, or maybe you'll reach for your right hip. And we'll bring it back. Let's reverse it. Warrior two, arms spread wide. Twist your torso towards the front, lift it up, warrior one. You are nailing it. Take your hands down to the mat, and we're gonna creep our fingertips through the middle. Wide leg forward fold. Shake your head, yes or no. Maybe you'll slightly bend your knees. Turn your feet out and your heels in. You are nailing it. Take your left hand down to the mat, right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Excellent. Take your right hand down, left fingertips reach up. Beautiful. Take both hands down to the mat. Now we're going to creep our fingertips towards the back, framing our left foot. And we'll rotate our right foot, 45-degree angle, press into your right foot. Engage your core, that's your belly. And when you're ready, inhale, lift your fingertips up, warrior one. And we'll breathe it out. You're doing such an amazing job. You're an amazing human beings. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open wide, warrior two. And then when you're ready, we'll reach the left fingertips towards the front, sweep them across the sky, exalted warrior. Remember, you can rest your right hand on your thigh or reach for your left hip. Do whatever feels good. Beautiful, let's reverse it. Open your fingertips wide, warrior two. Then twist your torso, your belly towards the front, lift up, warrior one. Inhale, lift, exhale, take your hands down to the mat, and we'll creep our fingertips through the middle, forward fold. And this time, maybe you'll take your left hand to your right ankle. And then maybe you'll reach your right fingertips up. And we'll switch it out, take your right hand to your left ankle, left fingertips reach up. You're nailing it. We're almost done. Awesome ones. Creep your fingertips towards the front. And you'll rock back and forth. And take your left foot up to meet your right, and we'll come into a forward fold. And we'll let it all go. Any stress, any worry, any fears, any doubts. You've done such an amazing job. Take your hands down to the mat, and we'll come into all fours. Oh, I love your hair. Spread your fingertips wide. Press the ground away from you. And we'll do a few cat-cows. Inhale, drop to your belly, lift your chin. Exhale, tuck your chin, arch in the back. 2 more times. Here you go. Beautiful. And when you're ready, we're gonna try a trick. Because we've done such a good warm-up and you've been nailing it. So I know you got this. So take your right hand out in front of you and your left leg back behind you. All right, so you can stay right here, or you can go for the gusto awesome ones. Bend your left knee, take your right hand, reach for your left toes. Press your right foot into your hand, lift your heart, lift your chin, you got it. Wherever you are, you're awesome. Beautiful, and let it go. Nail it. We'll go to the other side. Left fingertips reach out in front of your right leg, back behind you. Flex your toes. And when you're ready, bend your right knee. Reach for your right toes, your shins, your ankle. Press into your foot, lift your heart, lift your chin. And we'll let it all go. We'll do a few cat-cows before we come onto the floor. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin. Exhale, tuck your chin, arch in the back. 2 more times, just like that. Maybe you'll wiggle from side to side. Last round. Beautiful, you're doing an amazing job. Take your feet over to the left. Extend your legs out in front of you. Flex your toes towards your face. Inhale, lift your fingertips up. Exhale, forward fold. Reach for your toes, your shins, your ankles. Maybe you'll rock from side to side. Beautiful. Bring your spine to straight. Take your feet to the mat. Take your hands around your shins. Remember, that's the front part of our legs. Wrap your hands around your shins. Rock from side to side. Give yourself a hug. Tell yourself, I love you, self. And when you're ready, you'll extend your left leg out long. And you'll take your right foot on the inside of your left thigh. Straighten your spine. Flex your toes. Inhale, lift your fingertips up. Exhale, twist over to the left. Reach for your left toe, shins, and ankles. And we'll breathe it out. Maybe you can bring your forehead to your knee. I totally can't do that. And when you're ready, you'll bring your spine to straight and we'll switch it out. Take your right leg out long, left foot on the inner part of your thigh. Flex your toes towards your face. Inhale, lift your fingertips up. Exhale, forward fold. And when you're ready, you'll bring your spine to straight. One more pose, awesome ones, before we come onto our backs. Press your feet into the mat, and you can lean back, lift your fingertips up, so you can hang out right here. This is awesome. You got this. Or maybe you'll lift your toes up, engage your core, and we'll hang out here 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4. I'm just kidding. And 1. Come onto your backs. And let it all go. This is my favorite part of yoga, guys. Here we go. Bring your feet to the mat. Lift them up. Wrap your hands around your shins. Give yourself a hug. Rock from side to side. Tell yourself, I love you, self. And when you're ready, you'll take your arms out to the side. Take both knees over to the right. Take your head over to the left. Beautiful supine twist. This is good for your belly if you have a tummy ache. It's good for your back. And we're just gonna breathe it out. You can hang out right here. Maybe you'll take your right leg over your left or your left leg over your right. If that feels good, maybe you'll take your right peace fingers and wrap them around your left big toe. Extend your left leg out long. Wherever you choose, we're gonna breathe it out here. Take a moment to think of something else you love about yourself. So many things to love about you. And when you're ready, we'll bring our knees to the center, give them a squeeze. And then we'll take our arms out wide, take both knees over to the left, take your head over to the right. Same options here. You can take your right leg over the left, and you can extend your right leg out long. We'll take 2 deep breaths right here. And when you're ready, you'll come to the center. And for our last pose, this is yogi's choice. So that means you can do whatever pose you like to do. So maybe you'll do a pose on your back. This is one of my favorite happy babies. You'll bend your knees and grab onto the outer edges of your feet and rock from side to side. Or maybe you're into a back bend. So you'll take your feet to the mat, grab onto the sides and lift your hips up. Maybe you'll even take your hands and press it into the mat, lift your heart, come into a wheel. I can't do that. Either pose works best for you, whatever feels good. We're gonna take a few moments to do that. My pose for today, I think will be a headstand, we'll see. We'll take a few moments wherever you are and do whatever feels good. Wherever you are, you're doing an amazing job. And together we'll take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Great job, yogis, whatever pose you chose. And for our last pose, we'll do it all together. We'll come onto our backs, spread our arms wide. Or maybe you'll take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, whatever feels good. And we'll all close our eyes and relax, whatever that means to you. Take a moment to notice yourself breathing in and out. Notice on the inhale how your stomach fills up and your navel reaches up towards the ceiling. And then notice on your exhale as your stomach contracts and your belly button reaches for your spine. Take a moment to notice that you are alive. Take a moment to think of something else you love about yourself. So many things to love about you. Because you are an amazing human being. Amazing from the top of your head down to the bottom of your feet. Beautifully created to do wonderful things. So many things to love about you. And together we'll take 3 deep breaths. Everybody inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last round. No matter what mistakes you've ever made or what flaws you feel like you may have, you are truly an amazing human being. And there's so many things to love about you. When you're ready, you'll bring your feet to the mat, lift your knees up, wrap them hands around your shins. Give yourself a hug, tell yourself, I love you, self. I love you, Ebony. Take both knees over to the right, allow your whole body to follow, and we'll come into a seated position, crisscross applesauce. Take your hands to your knees, and then we'll bring our heart forward and backwards. And we'll do that one way, and then we'll switch it up and do the other way. And when you're ready, lift your fingertips up in the air and grab all this amazing energy you've created. Grab it, grab it, grab it. And then bring it to your heart. And together we'll take 3 deep breaths. Everybody inhale and exhale. Then inhale love for yourself and exhale love for one another. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today, awesome ones. Know that you are amazing human beings, and the beautiful part in me absolutely loves and appreciates and respects all the parts of you. And we'll all say namaste. You nailed it. Give yourselves a round of applause. Pew, pew, pew.
Thank you, Ebony. For those that are watching live today, I know many of you will go back and watch the recording, and those that have joined will probably go back and watch the recording again. But for those that joined today, I invite you to put in the chat what your favorite pose was today. We would love to know that. And while we're waiting on that, Ebony, can you provide a little bit of insight again for those that are joining us now and that will be watching later, how we can know specifically that our body especially needs some yoga time when we're in maybe a stress or trauma response?
That is such an amazing question. Your body talks to you. It talks to you in the way that maybe you feel a tummy ache, or maybe your muscles hurt, or maybe your head is hurting. If you're in a situation where you're stressed out, where you're feeling anxious, where you're maybe dealing with a traumatic situation, whether it's present or whether it's something past, your issues live in your tissues. And so they're gonna begin to come out in all these different ways. A lot of ways it starts in the belly, it always sits in the hips and the back, lots of headaches maybe. Sometimes we get like the shakes. All of those things is your body telling you, your nervous system telling you, hey, chill out. And that's when you know that you can hop on the yoga mat. And if you don't have a mat, it's all good. One of the beautiful things that I love to do when I feel really anxious is that I'll maybe just sit down, or I'll stand to my feet and I'll just begin to just be still and notice myself breathing in and out. And like just noticing yourself breathing in and out and taking deeper and longer breaths as you go has been scientifically and socially and emotionally proven to calm the nervous system, to help with stress and anxiety. And so all of those beautiful things, like just the magic of your breath. But any of those poses, like child's pose is really good. The one that we did when we spread our legs and spread our arms out wide, that's such an amazing, strong pose. Or downward facing dog to help you press all that negative energy down. And so yoga is just, and mindfulness is just such a powerful tool to help you, combat anything from stress and anxiety, depression, loneliness, trauma, whether it's past or present. Like it's just a beautiful way for you to begin to heal your body inside and out.
Absolutely. Thank you. That is so true. You know what sticks with me is issues live in your tissues. And I think if we remember that, we've got to give them a place to go, right?
We do. We got to get them out of there. And yoga is a beautiful way to get those issues out of your tissues.
That's right. Well, thank you so much, Ebony. I know we're going to see you next month for another session for our adult caregivers and members of our ALS family. We cannot thank you enough. We are recording this, so we'll send this out to everybody that registered and joined today. And thank you so much. What a great way to round out our day.
Well, thank you so much, awesome ones. Way to be great. Thank you for practicing with me.
Yes, have a good evening or day wherever you're at in the nation, and we will see you later.
See you later.